Okay, so welcome everybody to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Emily Domer and am a podcast assistant and engineer here, and excited to bring you another World of Ability, the World of Ability that we do here every Saturday at 1 o'clock Central, and love to have all of you join us. And kind of all about uh, all abilities and looking at life from perspective uh, of um, both different abilities and so on. About getting to know everyone. Um, but a little bit of my connection here is I do have an autism diagnosis, and also part of the Autism Society of South Central Wisconsin. Um, and on a planning committee for an yearly adult autism conference. Uh, and do have a website, integralautism.org. So that if you'd like to learn more about that, please connect with me. And I'll have everybody check out all of our social media, then Facebook, YouTube, and so on. But without further to do, we have a couple of great guests with me right now. Um, and so I'd like to bring them in. I guess maybe we'll start off with uh, Wendy here. Um, so welcome, Wendy.
Thank you. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I had a great conversation with Kurt this morning. So
Yeah,
he invited me to come on and say hi. So here I am.
awesome. So how about we start off here? May I say, may I say a little bit about who you are, what you do,
Oh,
things.
okay, great. My name's Wendy Huffman, and I founded the nonprofit Let's Make the Difference. We do work in Africa, and right now our focus is on the peace and conflict resolution campaigns in the refugee camps in Kenya. We are in the Kalebai and Kakuma refugee camps. We started in September. We've already put over 1,000 people through, and it's having a remarkable decrease in violence already. Um, we're kind of at a crunch. Our funding is going to be um, is going to end the end of March. So we're looking to raise funds. We're looking for corporate sponsorship or grants that are available or individual donations. Also, I found that Rotary has very similar, they have a huge push for peace in the world, and they're having an international peace conference February 20th, which is only 19 days away. And I think if we could send my leaders there, which is a puddle jump, from Turkey where it is, from Kenya, that they could actually have an impact, learn some things, and then share what they're accomplishing. Maybe we could find chapter sponsorship from Rotary for that. So that's our goal and that's our hope. But it's about, $1,600 per person to send them. And there's at least five of our leaders that I'd like to send. So that's kind of my ask today is like, is anyone committed to peace that would like to support this? And or if who do you know? Who do you know that might be willing to be an angel uh, investor in it, or who would, sponsor it, or any people in any organization, Optimus, Rotary, Kiwanis, whatever, that would want to sponsor the peace campaign in the refugee camps.
Awesome. Is this your organization?
Yes, I started it in 2019. We've actually done a lot in the last 5 years. We just started the peace campaign, but we put about 58 people through 5 different leadership courses over the last 5 years. We planted 600 trees in an initiative that one of the leaders said to make the refugee camp more hospitable. Oh, I'm going to have a train go by. And also we have a whole women's division where we put 80 women through the African Women's Leadership Program through the University of Zambia. And that was actually, it's a college course, and it was actually 6 week long course. And we put mostly refugees through it. I think it was about 70% refugee women, which is so important. I mean, how can women have a voice, if they don't have, if they don't know, if they don't feel empowered, if they don't know that they're not just property. And, it's it's very moving, to have an impact like that. And we're going to be relaunching that program, I hope, in June. Once we get the peace campaign funded, our intention is to relaunch our women's division with new projects.
Awesome. I guess maybe before I think I might have a few other questions here, but I'd like to bring Robert here. Robert, are you there?
I am here, Emily. Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome. Would you like to say a little bit about where you are, what you do, or do you have any response to what Wendy said so far?
So, Wendy, I commend all the work you're doing there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So we also have a Liberty Camp USA. It's basically for children.
Do you want to pin him, Emily? Switch pins.
I mean, I would, but he doesn't have his camera on, so I can't
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
do that
yeah,
without his camera.
yeah. So, anyways, Liberty Camp USA is basically about helping children, and basically it's in 2 camps in our counties in Ohio here in Lake and Geauga counties. But yeah, Wendy, I commend you for all your work you're doing there. So yeah, great work.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I mean, I would love to work local, there's so much need local. So I just applaud local charities. And also I want to point you to, for grants, I also belong to an organization called impact100.org, and they give grants to local charities. Since I work internationally, I'm not qualified, but I definitely participate in order to support local charities. So where you are, look and see. They probably have an Impact 100 there. And we donated $215,000 this year to 4 local charities. So
Oh wow.
yeah, check that out. It's a great source for grants.
So is there any way you could get that to me? Send it to Kurt or something that he can get it to me?
Sure, I can put it in
I'd
the
love to
chat.
look. Well, no, I don't know. I don't know if I want you to put it in the chat because I
Okay.
might. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like send it to
Yeah,
Kurt.
you can get it to you, Robert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, Wendy.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think grants, I've been doing this 5.5 years, and I've done everything probably the hard way. I
Mhm.
stopped saying the wrong way. I'm just saying I've done it the hard way. And I wish I would have started looking for grants first. And all the grant writers that I talked to, it was very expensive. It was like $5,000, or, I had just spoke to someone for 2,500 who would write like 1 or 2 grants. And then I went on Fiverr. Now I've used Fiverr for everything,
Yep.
websites and business cards and social media, everything, but I never looked for grant writing. And there's some really great grant writers, and I'll send you the name of the one I found. I just found them like a week ago, but I'm really impressed. It's like he'll write 10 grants for, $400, and
Wow.
guarantees, that at least 2 of them will get accepted, or he'll, write some more. And I mean, I'm so impressed. I mean, we haven't submitted any yet. We're still in the process, but who knew? I mean, that's where I would start if I was starting over. I wish somebody had told me that. And it's funny because I've used Fiverr all along. I just never thought about grant writing that they would have that. And there's hundreds of them. So, but
Right. Well, our camp's been around for 10 years. This is the 11th year this year.
awesome. Congratulations. That's quite an achievement.
Yes, yes. So if anybody wants to go to the website to learn more about it, it's active right now. It's called libertycampusa.com.
Okay. I will look it up.
Yeah, look that up and anything you might be able to want to do. Where are you located at, Wendy?
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, you're in Tennessee. Okay. All right. So
And
that
I actually went to Cincinnati, Ohio to meet the first refugee who was relocated in the US here, that went through my programs in the refugee camp in Kenya. So
you,
that was my first trip to Cincinnati, and it was quite a joyful experience.
yep.
So,
All right, now Emily, can I tell you everybody a little bit about me now?
yes, please.
All
Is there
right.
any way you can I'm gonna turn off
No,
my camera so
I
I'm
don't
not pinned.
want my camera on. That's just what I prefer. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my camera off so I'm not pinned.
Okay. So, anyways, hi everybody. Hello world. I'm Robert Petrozello here, and I am involved in this one opportunity called Treasure Island Network, LLC. So what that platform is, it's a reality TV show that's going to air on streaming platforms and YouTube, Vimeo, all those platforms. And you're going to be able to earn off of 3 seasons of it. And there's going to be 10 products per season that they're going to have. It's just really awesome. And the minimum loan amount right now is $100. And then next Tuesday, they're going to launch something else to basically enhance the platform here. So if anybody wants any information, and I'm building another website, having it built right now. If anybody's interested and wants to go learn more about Treasure Island and what it is, you can go to this website that I'm going to give you right now. It's Roberts Treasure Troves.com. And you can learn all the information there. And if you want to email me, you can email me at robertstreasuretroves@gmail.com. And that's pretty much it. Thank you, Emily.
So, Wendy, what inspired you to start this organization? Or how'd you?
Actually, I started Let's Make the Difference back in 2019, when my husband was mentoring some teachers in Zambia, and he died of a stroke there. And my last promise to him was I would help these teachers. And so I took it on to send them to the Landmark Forum, which is a self-development course that my husband and I participated in. And, the thing about sending money to Africa, I mean, there's a lot of stories about getting scammed and, a lot of corruption and stuff like that. So I didn't want to just send money to people I didn't know. But the Landmark Forum kind of has a foundation of integrity and keeping your word and things like that. So I felt confident, like if they had that same background, we could work together on that. So that was how it all launched. And like I said, we put about 258 people through those kinds of leadership and transformational courses. Then the peace campaign started, and those are the leaders that have been trained for 5 years. Now we teach peace and conflict, and we've reached over 1,000 people with that since September. So yeah, it's been a ride. And like I said, I've made a lot of mistakes. The funding is the hardest thing to figure out. And just getting seen on podcasts and introduced to different people. So I'm always looking for introductions, looking for opportunities to speak, other podcasts, other shows, print interviews, any of those. I'm always I mean, we have 5 different causes that we support. So I'm sure that there's, something that we can align on, right?
Um, so, so another one of our people that we know, Marianne, she showed us about this thing called the Awesome Foundation.
Okay.
And they have different ones like in different places. And they have like different chapters and different places around the world. Chapters like they have a disability one, a chapter, and other places around the globe, and then you can like apply and tell them about your like project or whatever.
Okay.
And then they pick you, they like give away $1,000.
Okay. I will look for that.
And get you that information as well. So if that's of any interest to you.
It definitely does. I'm looking it up right now.
And so I think it's just awesome. Yeah, hold on. I think it's just, I'll say it's just awesomefoundation.org, but let me, okay.
Too bad Mary Ann's not on here right now. Oh, she can talk about it.
Yeah, it's awesomefoundation.org. And then so you can play your own place and different things. So, but in terms of this current. Robert, do you have any other questions, comments at the moment?
Well, I
yeah.
What's that, Emily? Sorry.
Yeah, do you have any other questions, comments?
Not really. I mean, I just commend this whole group of people that I'm starting to meet. I commend each and every one of them for all their hard work and efforts. You know?
Right.
And you know what the saying is, if we want the government to do less, we the people have to do more. So that's a good motto to look at it too. So
yeah. So
yep.
Wendy with your program. So let's say somebody joins your program, like what's like what does that look like? What's like a typical process for somebody in your program, or a typical day or anything like that? Somebody going through your program?
Did you say Robert or me?
You.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, for the peace campaign, what they do is they have people called mobilizers that go through the community to register people for the upcoming course. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the mobilizers go through the community and we register like 60 people is the maximum we can do. They meet in a local facility, either a church or a community center that has partnered with us. And then on Friday, Saturday, or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we do the 3-day course, which is 2 hours at a time. We had to keep it to 2 hours because we can't do food at this point. We don't have the budget to provide food. Although when we start up in April, the funding I'm asking for includes for them to eat, because that's such a desperate need right now. And the first day they talk about inner conflict, resolving inner conflict. And the second day they talk about interpersonal conflict, how to resolve disagreements and differences of opinion or different points of view. And if they can't resolve it themselves, they're taught to go to a community mediator. So the mediators are introduced in the community so that the police don't get involved. You know, a lot of the conflict and violence is started when there's a disagreement, and then the police are called to break it up. And then somebody has a record or they're arrested, and then the retribution of that. So they're just like, we can, unless a crime has been committed, let's keep our elders and our community mediators involved to resolve conflicts so that people feel that they have someone to go to. And then the third day, it's about becoming a peace ambassador in the world. And I love this because these people are relocated to the United States, 40,000 a year come to the United States and are relocated here. So we want them to be problem solvers and we want them to be peace ambassadors. So at the third day, they get the big vision of what we could do to create peace in the world and a movement of peace across the planet. So it's amazing the impact that it's had. We had one of our last calls. There was a football coach that came on, and he said, you have to keep this work going. You have to continue it. Don't let it end, because we actually were able to hold the very first football championship in the high school because they were able to shake hands at the end instead of fists and blows and violence, you know. It's an important skill. You know, we all need it. We need it here in the States. We need it, you know. There's also 6.5 million refugees in the world in camps. That's only 20% of the refugees, but they're housed in hosting countries, but they're also in a very high stress survival environment where they're, you know, in a camp, there's limited food, there's 20 different countries, you know, you have different tribes, you have different religions, you have different belief systems and different coming from different wars and starvation, and they're housed in this limited environment. And yeah, the violence in the refugee camps in September was they were on lockdowns. There was so much violence, and most of it, 60% of it, is committed by the youth, right? Because they have no skills. They don't know how to resolve their conflict. So that's the peace campaign. And the upcoming event in Turkey is on the 20th, the International Peace Conference. We just feel they need to be represented. They need to have a voice. They need to tell what they're accomplishing, right? So
Right.
that's the goal there. And I'd really love to hear from Robert about what Camp Liberty is all about and what that looks like, you know, for who that is, you know,
Yeah,
who
so
it's for and what the goal is.
I'd be glad to share that with you. You can find it on the website, but I'd be glad to share it with you. So, Liberty Camp USA is a week-long camp for kids, like elementary school kids. And then there's Teen Patriots, and those are the people that walk with the groups of the little kids. So it's just a really cool platform. It's like a really cool camp. It's a week-long camp. It runs from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, and they just basically like time travel into the 1700s. And they learn all these different about the founding fathers. They learn everything. I really encourage everyone to go to the website libertycampusa.com to learn more. But yeah, that's pretty much what that is, Wendy.
What ages of kids is it for?
So I think it's first. They break it up into groups. I don't know exactly what the age groups are, so I really don't want to say wrong information. But it's all on the website. So yeah.
The card too. We're connected. You're there. But yeah, this is awesome. Let me see here. So, Robert, what got you into Treasure Island? Or
What's that, Emily?
what inspired you about Treasure Island, or how did you get into the Treasure Island?
I didn't understand. What about your grant? I'm so sorry.
How did you get into Treasure
Oh,
Island?
how'd I get
Or,
into
or how did you hear of Treasure Island?
Okay.
That's
Sure. So how I heard of Treasure Island is a few years ago, I was in this company still in existence. So basically, Treasure Island is the market or the crowdfunding arm for another platform that I'm in with these people. It's called Connect Social. So Connect Social is going to be 3 platforms in one once it rolls out. So you're going to have the social media platform called Connect Social. Then you're going to have with no censorship, by the way. There's going to be a YouTube platform, similar platform to YouTube. It's going to be called Connect TV with no censorship. And then there's also going to be a platform for like Amazon, but 2 different apps where they can have your stuff delivered to your house locally from local small businesses within an hour. So that's just a really cool platform, and I'm just really excited for Treasure Island to launch, for Connect Social to launch, for all this stuff to launch. So it's just a waiting game, you know? So
yeah.
that's that.
So, Wendy, with your organization, why did you like choose Kenya to do it in?
Well, we started Let's Make the Difference in Zambia. And then COVID hit. We flew people from Zambia to South Africa to do the Landmark Forum. It cost like $14,000. It took us 8 months to raise it. Then COVID hit, and then the Landmark Forum became available online. And that was something we never thought would happen. But it just opened up the whole world for this transformational education, because you could do it from home and they could do it from the refugee camps. So it was all word of mouth. We actually found Honore Abengo from Google looking for someplace with computers and internet. And we did a search, and here it is out in the middle of the desert in this refugee camp. So we had people come to him. He stayed with them a few days. We paid for him to do the course, and the rest is history. I mean, he's brought over, as a result of him, there's, over 100 people in the refugee camps that have done our courses, and now over 1,000 that have done the Peace and Conflict Resolution course, which is his course, but we're sponsoring it. So we also have leaders on our board in Nigeria, Uganda, and Zambia and Kenya. Those are the 4 countries where we're most active, but we've had participants in 11 different African countries and actually 1 in India. So it's all kind of word of mouth of who recommends who. Before, when we were just focusing on Landmark, now we've spread out because we're actually able to pay our refugees to do this. It's like $80 a month is a living wage for them there, or $100 for the people actually delivering the courses. And so it actually benefits them economically as well. where before we were paying an American company and we're paying for internet and, for 5 years, they never had any financial benefit. It was all just self-development. So I'm excited that we can finally actually impact the economy there and help them generate income for doing, such great work. So that's how that all started. Um,
Awesome. So I see we have our friend Marianne, who I was just referring to a little bit ago, just joined us here. So welcome, Marianne.
Hola, Feliz Sabido from San Carlos, Mexico. I'm Marianne of Waikiki.
Hi, Marianne.
Marianne, how are you, my friend? I was just
I'm good. I'm energized, Robert. Thanks for asking. We've had a very productive week here. We are in our final edits of our fourth book, Clean Water Foundation, with Leon McLaughlin. And been working in Pakistan, getting this all updated and a new slideshow presentation. So my attorney and I can present our book series to Netflix with our friend Leslie Graham, who's a Grammy Award winner in Shogun, and will be receiving the books to take to the producers. So I've been very focused on this mindset this week, and the universe has provided unlimited abundance that I didn't expect. Some friends had left and dropped off some products. And so that's just abundant. It was 100 worth of products that I could use. And so I'm real grateful. Today we went to the thrift store, and one is called Riscati Thrift Store, and behind it is the EMT San Carlos, Mexico EMT. So whatever you buy there goes to their salaries. Okay, it goes to their salaries. So we appreciate the EMTs out there, especially in our community here. And then I went to Castaway Kids, and I bought a big rug to cut my energy bill down with the electric heater. And also, I found a backgammon game that I wanted to order off of Amazon, which didn't ship down here. And I ended up paying uh, that and a salt rock that I could have purchased for $50 at the grocery store where they sell them. And I got some nice sweaters and a new jacket. And I know that money that I spent today is going to the Castaway Kids because they have a music department upstairs from their thrift store. So not only shopping and having a good day with our lady friends and men friends and talking, and we're recycling. And it just felt good. I got some fresh vegetables. I know I've been watching how expensive groceries are down here. I got a big bag of fresh vegetables for 400 pesos. He lets you fill up the bag. No, sorry, for 200 pesos, you fill up the bag and it's $10. So they don't weigh it, but it's directly organic out of the fields. And I bought a cake from another lady for 100 pesos. So I'm just jazzed that we're giving back to our local farmer market and our chefs that are producing stuff at the farmers market to sell, and it's good quality. I tried a CBD cookie today and for my back, and I had the chiropractor over this week again. So it's just, I'm trying to create a very positive circular environment for this new year. And also, we apologize. We were going to be at a music concert at a home today. They have selected Leon McLaughlin Clean Water Foundation and myself to fundraise as their community project this quarter. And we are going to find out where they're going to put the water unit, if it's a school or if it's a orphanage. But that's what our to-do list at the beginning of the year is. And so it's postponed. The concert is now on World Water Day on March 22nd in San Carlos. So we got good things happening. The book will be ready. Will be a free download for the world that day on World Water Day. And I'm just getting excited to wrap this fourth book up and take the weight off of my shoulders and put it into other people's hands so they can bring it into animation movies. Thank you for having me. We'll have Leon on here. He returned from Hawaii where he took care of business. He called me last week after the show, you guys, and told me that he talked to a previous reporter with CNN, and they were doing a segment on the Great Pacific Garbage Patch and was cleaning up the harbor of Honolulu where I lived on a sailboat, which I wrote the first book, Underwater Acts of Kindness, for. So they want information in regards to our books and possibly doing a segment with us. So how cool was that from last week? The universe is just opening up other doors for us, and so exciting. So thank you for having me be here. I don't know if anybody else has joined. I'm
That's
Marianne of
very,
Waikiki.
that's very cool, Marianne. How that they did that segment on you. That's really cool. Yep.
So Robert, last year we applied for Awesome Foundation grant, which I won in Hawaii last year. We donated our books, Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully, to the Hawaii School for the Deaf and Blind, and Leon presented a water unit. And so we applied for you. So let's put our fingers crossed too with the abundance that we win it for you to get $1,000 grant out of Cleveland, Ohio, and bring our books and a water unit to the Rainbow Children's Babies Hospital and Children's Hospital in Cleveland. So we're manifesting on that, Robert, that we win it and we can move forward with the Acts of Kindness series. Also, I spoke with um, our other guest, and I gave him the Portland, Oregon. We need to apply for that by March. So people know these deadlines that they are giving out, money to bring community projects, your activities, your concerts on the water. So go out and play. So everybody check out Awesome Foundation grants in your city. They also do different continents, as well as they have a on the water program. They have a disability where you have to apply between the 1st and 15th of every month, as well as climate change. So we're nonstop applying for them. So it takes 15 minutes, right, Robert? You were on the phone with me when I applied for it. That took 15 minutes, didn't it?
Honestly, Marianne, I don't even think it took 15 minutes. I think maybe it took 10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We uploaded it. So great fun.
Yep. Yep. And Marianne, I just want to thank you so much for doing that for me.
You're welcome. So I'm
I,
excited to see us get that $1,000.
so,
Put
so,
it
so
in
I
our,
have, I'm sorry. So I have a question real quick.
sure.
When do you think we'll find out if I get it or if we get it or not?
I believe the first round is in March. They'll announce March,
March? Okay.
the winner. But I think with yours too, also they were doing two winners. So I don't know, but I know we applied for the next deadline. And as long as they know who we are and shine the light with World of Ability and our
Yeah.
books, then we're doing good things. And so, yeah, so we'll hopefully Leon will join us. He's the one that's bringing filters worldwide to schools. He was just in Hawaii, and I'm finishing up our fourth book for him, Cool Acts of Kindness. There's World Water Day, March 22nd. So we're working on that and fundraisers and everything. So also too, found out I've been watching a YouTube called Blind to Billionaire. He's a gentleman that speaks on YouTube. I guess he won some awards, but he is fully there for the disability community to update us with Social Security, SSI updates, programs. And I know things have changed, but again, I encourage people to listen to him and check it out. I helped my neighbor with Nick Davis, who we met through the Happy Neighborhood Projects. And through Nick, my neighbor on Social Security widow, she got an extra $85 a month that she's going to receive because of just the change of insurance plan. And so that's money into her pocket that she can use to buy fresh, healthy foods. I know the grocery prices are up there. I've been watching on TikTok and YouTube and like, oh my gosh. So anyway, it's important to buy healthy stuff. And we just bought some sugary stuff from a local vendor too, but it's all good. It's all good. And I just wanted to share that with you. So my Saturdays are kind of exciting because I get to go shop and see everybody. It was a beautiful day. It's windy, but it was cold. And I'm gonna be making some soups this week.
Beautiful, Marianne. Beautiful.
Gotta jump
So,
off, folks. It was great to be here.
Okay,
Nice meeting you, Wendy.
It was nice
Oh,
seeing
thank you, Wendy.
and Wendy, where are you at?
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay, and what do you do before you quick leave? I'm sorry I joined late, but
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I have a nonprofit called Let's Make the Difference.org. And right now we're sponsoring a peace campaign in the refugee camps in Kenya, in Kakuma and Kelebai. We put 1,000 people through since September, and it's dramatically reduced the acts of violence in the communities. There's an international peace conference coming up in Turkey in 20 days, and I'm raising funds to send our leaders there so they can connect with people, share what they're accomplishing, and hopefully get funding. Our funding ends in March. So we need to find some sponsors. And I'm on the awesome thing. It doesn't look like they have anything for peace, but I do have a tree planting project too. I'm going to apply for that. So thank you for telling me about that grant.
oh yeah, there's different ones. So it's just, how you present it and where you're at, and if it's good and they like it, and you upload photos, and don't give up. I mean, I changed what I put, because I'm a book author, but I put, water unit for Clean Water Foundation in every place. And hopefully they'll select that. So yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And, with this, you do it yourself. It's tell us about your awesome foundation. Tell us about your awesome project. How will you use the money? How's it going to serve the community? Upload 5 pictures and tell us a little bit about yourself. It's super easy, and they're looking to give money. So it's so nice to meet you. Join us again, Wendy. I'd like to have you hear Leon McLaughlin talk to with his connections. He'll be on later this afternoon, hopefully. So all is well. Nice to meet you on the
nice.
world of ability. I see the world there, Emily. So take it away. Back to your world, Emily.
See you
I'm
later,
put,
Wendy. Thank you for joining.
I'm putting a link for my GoFundMe in the chat. I don't know if there's a way to share it, but it's
Yeah, we can do that, yeah.
okay. All right.
Also too, part of the Happy Neighborhood projects, they have posting parties with Kathy Weaver on Monday. So it's good to network and put your mission out there, or join the Zooms too, and put it out there, because people, through networking, we've met other people as well. And every day is there's meeting new people. So
And
all
where
the
is
best, Wendy. Join us again. And it's Leon McLaughlin, Clean Water Foundation out of Washington.
that? Okay. All right. Thanks. Well, we'll see you again.
Adios.
Thank you, Wendy.
Bye, Wendy. Well, she's already gone.
So, Robert, what are your goals for the new year? Tell us about what business plans you have. Tell us about any activities that you're doing.
Well, Marianne, you just put me on this hot seat, my friend. But that's totally okay. Totally okay. So as of March 24th of last year, I have two major milestones that I want to hit. As of March 24th last year, I stopped drinking Pepsi. And then January 6th of this year, I started working out. So I'm going to be getting a membership to the YMCA here soon.
Because it's fun to stay at the YMCA. That's
Yep.
awesome. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
good. Yeah. I can't wait for the pool to open down here. So, but I
Yep.
got my walkout, and I had the chiropractor over, so the back is killing, and it's too
Ooh.
cold to walk the beach. My neighbor lady friend, we walk, but it's too cold in the morning, and it's still windy in the afternoon. So,
And it's
uh,
dark at night, so you never have time to do it. Excuse me.
Uh, I guess I could. I get so lazy, but
Well, no,
uh
it's dark at night and you don't want to go out in the dark. So I'm just saying.
oh no, of course not. No.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
especially not in Mexico.
Right, right. Yeah.
No, no, it's okay. I have a beautiful place. I'm grateful, and it's affordable compared to and reviewing stuff. And I had this kind of vision and goal to maybe live on a cruise ship. I got to live on a sailboat in Hawaii, and I've kind of decided it's just not going to happen. And which is kind of goal to cut that cord with that idea. and just making this really nice and homey here. Again, I know people are struggling out there. There's other organizations because of the cost of food and, the changes, whatever Mr. President is doing. But people go on Blind to Billionaire, and he talks about all the benefits that we have and a possible increase. So don't quote me on it, but we'll see what happens. So that's what I've been listening
So wait,
to this
sorry,
amazing man.
Sorry, Marianne. So you think what your President Trump is doing is going to increase stuff?
I don't know. I didn't say that.
I'm
I said
sorry.
I don't know what he is going to be doing.
Okay.
And if you listen to Blind to Billionaire, people have passed bills before his presidency.
Mm,
And they're talking about on YouTube for possible increases. That's all I can tell you. Don't
sorry.
misquote me.
I'm sorry about
But
that.
no, it's okay. But also, it's people need to be educated and look into
Yep.
what you are privileged to. What is your, and changing some of this stuff.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, like I
and
said earlier,
with you, you're exercising. That's good, and cutting out processed food and all that kind of stuff, which is kind of hard. Have a once a week junk out day, and but
like I said earlier when you weren't on, Marianne, I said to everybody, I said, if we want the government to do less, we have to do more. Is what I said. Did I not say that, Emily?
Yeah, something to that effect. Yep.
Yep. And I wholeheartedly do believe that. So.
Well, just every day is a new day, and things are just kind of crazy and chaotic out there. But
You're
I'm just trying to keep up on stuff, and helping my neighbor. She's 77 years old, Social Security widow, and
right.
making sure she's on the right plan. So again, Happy Neighborhood Project and networking. Nick introduced us to his team, and his team reviewed her plan, and now she's getting $85 back. She came over and she's like, "I can't thank you enough." I said, "Awesome. See, I told you." So, and things may be coming, and I go, "We're going down to the farmer's market to buy the fresh produce because stuff doesn't go bad, and I will cook soups because you got to use it or lose it," which I lost broccoli this week. And I told the farmer market guy, and he's like, I said, "I'll try it again." But, I'm watching some of these YouTubes too of people just wasting money
Yep.
on unnecessary things, especially like Timu and all the plastics and gadgets and all that stuff. And then by borrowing more, a lot of seniors like to do it because they want to do it, and there's kind of a gambling thing on it with it, and it can lead to a kind of addiction, like a sugar high, which I just had because I went shopping at the thrift store. But everything that I thought I wanted to see and get, I put it on there, and it kind of manifested. And guess what? Those two thrift stores had the things that I wanted, and the money went to them, and I paid a third of the price, and I got better quality stuff.
That's massive, Marianne. That's like giant massively.
Yeah. So anyway, so last night I was watching. I really don't watch. Well, I watch YouTube. I don't really do the TikTok, but I just kind of being there. But people over excessively buying, and then these people coming in with all these packages to fill up these containers, to buy it, to bring it home, to fill up another container, and a family of four bags of chips, buy one, and don't let it pollute the world with all this excessive packaging. I understand keeping things germ free and everything like that. But families buying this stuff and buying individual stuff and stacking it to make looking nice in your pantry when there's nothing wrong with it. It looks nice, but it's talking again about all these different juice bottles. You can buy one big one and use glasses, right, in your
Yep.
home.
Yep.
I understand if you've got a family going on the road and it's easy there. Um, but I just bought some reusable ones too, and they're metal. And I'm known to leave them when I go shopping there, and I got them back. But just all these things too. I bought a regular juice thing in the container. I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to I buy the little powder stuff because it's just containers, and sometimes you just don't think about it. And I'm solo, you know. And so anyway, this is kind of my I don't say New Year's resolution, but thinking about this stuff, and I'm solo, but when other people, families, and all this, and the cost of living to feed these families, it's outrageous. I was seeing some of the prices, and I'm like, oh my God. And so I'm on a budget with a senior citizen, and it's good. I'm grateful because we like the same things. So now we
Yeah,
can split it, and I don't feel like I cook
you're
it
wa-
all. And we make
you don't
nice
feel like you're
soups.
wasting it.
And anyway, I'm just kind of sharing some of that stuff. And people should think about that. You know, how much toilet paper are you using? I'm guilty of that too. How many, less things that I don't have to buy and it's being reused and recycled and washing things out, Ziploc bags, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, we're
Yep.
talking about plastics because our first book is called Ocean Cleanup. I'm sorry, let me back that up. Our first book is called Underwater Acts of Kindness, and it's for ocean cleanup. And it features Noah, the hard of hearing whale, who is recruited to tackle the Great Pacific Garbage Patch between Hawaii and California. And he's recruited by a sea turtle, a general. So we talk about veterans, and a lot of veterans, military moms and dads are coming home from being of service, which we give thankful gratitude to. And they're coming home from service and they may have a hearing loss and they can't hear their own children or grandchildren. So these are educational books and folk manis puppets. And I have coloring books now. I just received them to view them and they look beautiful. I'm so excited to have the series ready and available, and all classroom teachers in the United States of America can receive copies of the books from donorschoose.org. That's donorschoose.org. So you can visit the website. It's www.actsofkindnessseries.com. That's actsofkindnessseries.com. So we are updating it. And Robert, I have created a Shopify clothing line that's in development for the t-shirts of the characters. And they're beautiful. So I'm doing a
I know
lot
you told
of,
me that to me earlier. You told me that like last year, Marion, at the end of last year, I believe.
yes. So we're still working on that.
Beautiful. Well,
Yes.
I actually think I want to hop off here. I'm getting kind of tired. So, I commend you, Emily, for all your hard work and efforts, and Marianne, your hard work and efforts, and everyone in the world's hard work and efforts.
Thank you, Robert. So, Emily, we'd like to lead into a commercial break with the song Yes, I Can to end this hour here, Robert. I want to thank you too. This is a motivational song by Lucy Lynch. And it's yes, I can. Here I am. And no more hiding in darkness. I'm ready to shine the light. And you are the light of the world, Robert. So we're going to start doing a commercial break between the world of ability. And it's called Yes, I Can. Here I am. And if you're able to stand up, exercise, move your arms. It's all, this is the soundtrack, Robert. So listen to it, get motivated. And in February, there are the Aviscus Games where our leader, Jay Stoyan from the Disability Channel, will be there as well. So people can join that Facebook page as well for the Viscus Games. So we'll see what happens. So, Emily, can you take us to a commercial break with the song Yes, I Can?
I'm
Thank you
banned
so
from
much,
Facebook.
Robert.
I'm banned from Facebook, so I can't get on there. But thank you.
Emily?
I heard.
Are we hearing a song?
Yes, I was just bringing it up, Kurt.
Well, hi, Kurt.
Oh.
Hi, Kurt. It's Marianne of Waikiki. We're starting to install this in between the hour of power of speaking to give us all a break to stand up, move your feet, get a cup of coffee, grab a snack because this is the world of ability. And this is a beautiful song called Yes, I Can and Here I Am by Lucy Lynch. And it's part of our new book that's going to be launched on World Water Day That's March 22nd, 2025. Everybody will get a free download on that day. So I'm really excited because we are at the final phase of editing, proofing it, and ready to launch it with Leanne McLaughlin. Leanne McLaughlin will be able to take it away a little bit. So yes, I can, Kurt. So Emily, can you play that song for our commercial break, please?
Emily?
Yes, it's playing and there's no sound now. No, hold on.
I can't hear it.
Yeah, well, it turned out the sound off, even though it was playing. Hold on.
Out on the road, nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Wanna go with the flow, feel so alone. There's no one here to guide me through. I close my eyes with an open mind. I can see a ray of light. I hear a voice from deep inside. It's calling me. Here I am. Here we are. And I say yes I can. And I say here I am. No more hiding in darkness. I'm ready to stand in the light. And I say yes I can. And I say here I am. No more hiding in darkness. I'm ready to stand in the light. Lifting the veil, open the gate. I'm here to shine, it's never too late. Finding my why, always will be guided through. Feeling my heart opening wide, I can see the rising tide. Feel so alive, I hear the world is calling me. Here I am.
I see that we just had Barbara join us.
Hi, Barbara. Who's joined us?
Barbara just joined us.
Well, good, Emily. Thank you so much for shining the light. Wasn't that a beautiful story for a nice commercial break? To take a break, breathe in, have some stretching movement because you're sitting in there doing an amazing job bringing everybody in and coordinating it and getting up and having a little commercial break and some exercise and refreshment, and especially clean water. So we're grateful that we have all these little things that we take for granted. So anyway, I'm just having a wonderful week and a wonderful day.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi, Emily. Hi,
How
Mary.
are you?
Hi, Barbara. Did you hear the song from Lucy Lynch? Yes, I
N-
can.
No, I didn't. I would love to, though.
Oh, well, we're going to
She
start
came
doing
on
that.
to, yeah, she came on just when it ended. So
Uh,
Okay, well, it's going to be part of a commercial break between the hour of power so people can get up and stretch, get a coffee, and
mm,
introduce our next guest. And so you are, Barbara. So tell us about some educational things that are happening in your area and community service and senior citizens. What's going on with everybody there where you're at? What are they doing for the community?
uh, well, I found that people don't realize that I've been saying for a long time is like, if you go into the front row, a lot you'll find seating there because people will think, oh, if it could be done, everyone would do it. And then that's where seating is for that reason. And I also found that, like going to city hall meeting, it's possible to talk face to face, heart to heart with your senator and different people um, who have influence in the area where you live. I went to it was a city hall meeting and talked to the senator and talked to other people about what goes on to help elderly and help people with disabilities, and found was giving personal phone numbers and cards, and since then found that people will come out and they will help, and it's just knowing that we can do that rather than, oh, well, they wouldn't talk to me. And what people tend to think, um, life, people don't realize all the freedom that we really have, and that life can be better than what we imagine it to be if we like reach out. And today I got to be with this big Irish family. I was so glad. All these redheaded sisters, 6 redheaded sisters, and such a good feeling that really the best things in life are things that we feel that are really difficult to communicate, because it's what we're feeling. And Einstein supposedly wrote a letter to his daughter saying of all the different waves in the air, all the different frequencies, that the one that had to do with love is actually the most powerful.
Well,
so
yes.
I see that we have Bob and Leon who joined us. Welcome, guys.
Yes. Hi,
Oh, good.
Leon.
Hi,
Hey, how's
Leon.
it going? Hello, everyone. How's it going?
Good.
It's
Happy
going.
Saturday.
Hello,
Hi,
It's a
Bob.
Bob and Kurt.
Happy
Hello.
Saturday, everyone.
Happy Saturday.
How's
Yep,
it going? How's it going,
Watch
Bob?
along.
everything's going great. Was in Hawaii, just got back. We're putting a deal together with the coffee farmers uh, to sell coffee beans in the mainland and a percentage of gold for clean water for children around the world. So that's going good. We're planning on also having an event at one of the coffee farmers restaurants at the Ilokai Hotel next to the Hawaiian Hilton Village. met with Marianne's friend Lori. Once we get the funding for all of that, we'll probably have her help us with doing the event coordinating because she's really good at it. She's an unbelievable event coordinator. So I got to reach back out to her. So that's going good. We're also um, cut a deal with one of the coffee farmers in El Salvador, and we'll be selling his beans in the U.S. and around the world also. And a percentage will go for clean water for kids. So it's amazing that when we went to the Hawaiian School for the Deaf and Blind and did that installation on that donation that Mariana had did to meet the coffee farmers at the Waikiki Yacht Club and now get them involved in doing um, coffee for a cause, water for children around the world is unbelievable. And to have, when we were there at one of the coffee farmers restaurants that I was telling you where we're going to give the event at, a guy from CNN was there and he's going to do a special story on us. So today they were all at the coffee farm shooting, getting pictures, doing interviews. Then I'll be back in Hawaii once he get that B-roll film together, and we're going to do an interview with me and one of the coffee farmers on how we met, and now we're part of the Coffee for a Cause, water for children around the world. So you never know. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. So that was some luck on all fronts. So unbelievable. Yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah, so
And
I was really excited,
I,
Leon, that you met Lori Barth. She works for the Hawaii
um,
General's Office. I've known her and been good friends with her, and took her to a National Association Professional Women event, a spa day, and she's been awesome to give me advice in regards to writing the books and not give up. And she has been editing our books as well. So, and I just want to highlight too, Leon, she apologized because she wanted to meet with you last October, when we gave to Hawaii School for the Deaf and the Blind. But guess what? This amazing woman turned 65 and she ran the marathon. And so I'm so glad that you got to meet with her. And she is dynamite, meticulous. And, writing some of these books has been a challenge because of the different dialects of language, Hawaiian and, Hopi and, sign language too. And I have a great team, and our writer Suzanne Sims we edited the book, and we sent it over to Lori. Lori sent it back. So been doing a lot of work with my Fiverr graphics teams, which I give a big thank you to as well, because they're working in the middle of the night. Well, their day, my night, I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning working with them. And, also they've had challenges in their home front with the weather, the climate, the flooding. And my t-shirt designer Leon is in Sri Lanka, and kind of sent me, I'm so sorry I haven't been able to work on it, but as you can see, our country's climate change and this, and I have to pick up another job and doing Uber Eats. And I'm like, listen, I want to support you because you're a great designer. And Leon, we created the t-shirts for you. He's our designer. And for Island Earth, and that's Waterflow the Whale. So, we're working 24/7 somehow. And Suzanne just finished the editing. We sent it to Lori. And I've been networking with you in Hawaii to meet these influential people. And what an honor it was last week. I was so jazzed when you called me and told me about the CNN person, Douglas, and I haven't met him. But how he has it, we have interest in our first book called Underwater Acts of Kindness, and that's for the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and features Noah, the hard of hearing whale, who's recruited to tackle the Great Pacific Garbage Patch between Hawaii and California. And I was
okay,
inspired because all this garbage was coming around, and you've seen it, Leon. You were there. And
Yeah,
imagine if it's going around, swirling around your home, if you have a floating home as a sailor, or home, floating home or a trail, all this stuff is coming around. And we need to do something about it. And so I'm grateful that we have the first book done and with the characters and the puppets. And what a joy to hear that. And so we've
Yeah,
got the
and I'm gonna
fourth
tell you
book.
something else too, Mariana. His daughter is part of cleaning up the harbor, and they were talking about that. How you got those yachts out there, and all that garbage is right out there with those yachts. And I sent him your video um that you did with water flow to well. So we're gonna be talking about that also, and they're part of the harbor cleanup. His daughter is, and so he was really impressed on your video with water flow to well. So we're going to be doing more things with him, even though he'll be doing that documentary with me. We're going to also talk about how he'll be working with you also.
Okay, guys,
Awesome, I know.
guys, I'd like to bring in Bob here. Leon, I'm not sure if you've met Bob here. But Bob is the one-man volleyball team, and he's going around talking to youth about bullying and things like that. So, Bob, do you want to sort of say a little, introduce yourself a little bit, or did you have anything you'd like to say at the moment?
Yes, can you hear me okay?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I was unmuted. Yeah, Kurt asked me to pop in here, and I'm so glad to see everybody and meet everybody. I'm very glad for no question for causes and the need to reach these second generation is what I'm trying to do with the 6,000 schools I've been in, and 6 million have seen it, and want to get it out to the world that there's hope for teenagers that are dying from everything you could imagine, from vaping to predators on the internet to bullying to, I mean, this is our new next generation, and just want to reach as many as I can. And thank the Lord, there's been 100,000 that have received the Lord since 9/11. But that's what it's all about. I would have never gone to 6,000 gyms if for just volleyball. Let me tell you that. But that's my motive is to help people.
That's
That's
awesome.
amazing. Well, we wrote our second book called Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully. And Leon went to the Hawaii School for the Deaf and Blind and presented a water unit, as well as our second book, Rabbit Acts of Kindness books and coloring books. And how did we do it? Because Awesome Foundation, Honolulu, Hawaii, gifted us that $1,000. And I applied for that last year and we won it. So we want to multiply the acts of kindness. So anti-bullying book called Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully, and October is Anti-Bullying Month. So go out and play is our tagline. So nice to meet you. And I'm partnering with Leon McLaughlin. And take it away, Emily.
So, Leon and Barbara, what do you think of what Bob's doing? Leon? Leon's
Yeah,
there.
can you hear me? I
Yep,
think
you're good.
that's great what he's doing. And I think all of us working together, because as we say, working together works. So, we're doing water for kids. He's doing with the volleyball with kids to get them off of everything from A to Z. Mariana doing what she's doing with her project. So I think all of us getting together, working together, it works for sure.
Yeah, Kurt, are you there? Kurt's connected or not?
I am here.
Yeah, we have Bob on we have Bob on here, Kurt. So do you have anything you want to say to
That
Bob?
is fantastic. How's our one-man volleyball team?
Oh, going great, and visualizing in my mind a way to, you're using water to help kids. We're using coffee. We're using wonderful, um, you know, things that you're putting together. I don't want to call it cartoon figures, but you know what I'm saying. And I don't know if there's a general word you use for all your animation, but it's really amazing. And I would like to see how I could utilize playing teams by myself to go viral and create awareness like all around. Somebody would be asked, watch one guy beat the Vikings, click here. And when they do, and they see one guy beating the Vikings, they see the water and everybody here, they see what you're doing around the video, and we capture many eyeballs. I've had recently a chance to meet a man that has known me 20 years, and I had no idea. And he said, we need to save America's teenagers. So, in the process of doing that, and it's not just about my cause, because everybody has great causes, but our second generation is dying and they need hope. But if I could use my one man playing the whole team as an eyeball catcher, Kurt, for everybody's projects and make it a win-win. Kurt's, like, might help us all bring that concept together to where, a lot of people will be curious, how does one guy beat a team? And then they'll see all the other things everybody's doing. What's this water and what's this coffee and so on. So I'm right there for everybody.
I
All
just
right.
wanted to
So
share.
Bob, go ahead, Marianne. What you want to say?
Oh no, take it away, Kurt. It's nice to meet Bob. I don't think we've never met, and great to hear your stories and everything. And uh, we usually join the latter part of the podcast, and we are adding music to uplift the world with Lucy Lynch's music. And talking about music, I apologize, Leon was on there. We were the Parrot Heads here in San Carlos, Mexico. They've had a home party with musicians, and today had to be canceled due to a family emergency. But they're going to reschedule it, Leon, for World Water Day, and I'm excited because the Parrot Heads here in San Carlos, Mexico, they party with a purpose, but they selected Clean Water Foundation, a water unit, for a school or a clinic down here for their next environmental project. So I'm really excited for you to connect with Lori and Altali, the president of the Parrot Head Group. So, somebody's doing something good in their community and shining the light. So, Leon, World Water Day, we're going to be launching our fourth book, Leon, for you. It's called Cool Acts of Kindness for Climate Change, featuring Waterflow the whale. And
I think
Suzanne,
that's awesome. I think that's totally awesome.
yep. So we're coming, we're coming to the end, and I'm so grateful that you met Lori Bark too. She's been editing, and it's going to be great when we get to return to Hawaii and make this all happen. But it's a lot of work too, and my fiber graphic designers, working with me and changing things and with their conditions and weather conditions, and want to give a thank you to Trevor Gibbs too, because he's putting on my expense reports together. Dr. Liddy, my attorney, wants to meet with us for putting a slideshow together to present to Netflix by March with my girlfriend Leslie Graham, again, who I met in Hawaii. So I told her we're going back to Hawaii in November to be with Leon. And yeah, so all this great networking is happening and the word gets out. You missed it, Leon. I apologize. The lady that was on our beginning of the show, she was in Tennessee and she's doing some world peace projects as well. So we'd like to introduce you to that. And, I'm sitting here, the abundance of funding is on its way. And
Yeah,
to bring these books into animation movies.
that's amazing. And also, it's amazing what you said about climate change because I know with the coffee farmers, we're working with the ones in El Salvador, and they had told us that Starbucks had bought out all their coffee and they were still 1,000 containers short because of climate change and what happened in Brazil with the coffee farms being destroyed. That's going to take about 2 years to come back for them to get their coffee, and they're like one of the world's biggest suppliers of coffee. And so I was like, wow, couldn't believe it. But it was the climate change that actually took those crops out in Brazil. Unbelievable. So it's actually a shortage of coffee, which I didn't know. But now I'm talking to the farmers, you're getting all that inside info. And I definitely want to reach back out to Lori and tell her what a great meeting and have her do some event coordinating. So when you talk to her, let her know I want to reach back out to her about doing event coordinating.
Exactly. No, she's great and she's a lot of fun. And I met her and these are people, Suzanne Sims too. I mean, I kind of create and then gosh, I gotta think out more and more and it's fun, but this is what's really happening. So I'm grateful that these not are people are more knowledgeable than I am about this. And I'm learning every day and making changes too as much. And we're putting that into it in the books and everything. And we do have the little trail videos for you, and it's going to World Water Day on March 22nd, 2025. Where will you be, Leon? Because I'm going to be here, and now the concert is now changed to World Water Day. So I will be here in San Carlos, Mexico. We're going to get a water unit for you and from you for the community here for a school or an orphanage. But where are you going to be, Leon, on March 22nd,
I'll be
2025?
I'll actually be in Seattle. Um, Maybe I might be in Tampa. It's up and down on if I'm going to go to Tampa because we're delivering some water units for some kids in Ghana, Africa. So I'm actually working on a project sending more water units over there because that's one of the places that we provide water for at a school called the Gloria Pointer School. And I like what the gentleman said about saving teens' lives because the reason the Gloria Pointer School was named after Gloria Pointer, who was a teenager in Cleveland,
Lay
and
down.
she got raped and killed, and her mom dedicated a school in Ghana for her, and we're putting water units in that school.
I wanted to say welcome, Santa.
Welcome, welcome. How is everybody doing today?
Hi, Santa.
Hi, Marianne. How are you today?
I'm fantastic, Santa. We're finishing the fourth book for Leon with Waterflow the Whale. And thank you so much for being on TikTok and Story Time and sharing the Acts of Kindness series books and coloring books. I just got copies of the coloring books because I'm in sailing in San Carlos, Mexico. And Leon has been in Hawaii and we want clean water. But yeah, and so we're excited to get the fourth book done and to announce it on World Water Day. So you got to be the recipient of two of the Folkmanis puppets, a sea turtle called the General of the New Earth Army and Pono the Hawaiian polo pony, actually the horse, the father. And I want to share with you last week, Santa Papa John, Leon was over in Hawaii and he met with our editor and he called me last week and he met Douglas from CNN, who worked to be CNN, and they're doing a segment on the Great Pacific Garbage Patch between Hawaii and California. And we're real excited. So I sent over some videos, and you have the sea turtle puppet, and that's what we're talking about, ocean cleanup. And if you'd like to join and give us a statement and tell us what's your plans now that you have done all the work for the holidays. Back to you, Santa.
Hang on. Emily wants to say something.
So, Santa, we have Bob Holmes on here. I'm not sure if you've met Bob, but he's the one-man volleyball team and then goes around and talks to students like about bullying and other things.
Oh, very good. Nice to meet you, Bob. I hope you're having a great day and anything I can do to help you, don't hesitate to reach out.
Yes, good to meet you. Would love to know what you do.
Well, I'm a very energetic, eager Santa, and I do this 24/365. And I've come up with some very interesting marketing ways to promote happiness, positivity, and sharing and caring. But I also do work with veterans, and I've got a whole separate website set up for veterans. It's called the Warriors Beacon of Hope, where I'm trying to compile a nationwide list of services and meetings because we all know how important it is for our veterans to have a communication component in their life. So I've got a couple things on the go and I'm doing worldwide things. My little badge here on this side, if you're able to see, Santa Approved has gone international. I signed my first person up in Australia with that, so I'm pretty excited about that. So, small steps at a time will end up with some big results down the road.
That's great. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, and thank you, Kurt, for having me on.
And where are you located, Bob? And what is your main emphasis? What do
I'm
you
in
do?
Knoxville, right? I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I've gone to gymnasiums and played 6-on-1, me on one side playing the whole team of volleyball on the other side. And I've done it in 6,000 gyms to save kids from death, and whether it be predators or vaping or whatever. And I've been able to go in front of 6 million doing it. And we need to save this next generation from all the things that are hurting our kids. And so I had a privilege of giving the gospel, and 100,000 have asked the Lord in their heart by that were very much, many of them, on the verge of suicide or death. And so it has gotten the attention of someone that's very close to our president and wants to show Trump my video in February, and just want to reach all the this whole generation and bring hope to the whole second, families and everything. So I put on an exhibition like the Globetrotters to have fun and
Oh,
single
wow.
hand. Yeah, and you can actually watch that. I've played the Vikings, the Orioles, the Dolphins, the Redskins, the New England Patriots, and I beat all of them 6-on-1. And it features one right now on Bob outreach.com on the home page. You can see a video where I'm playing the Minnesota Vikings on boboutreach.com. And so I've just lived in a gym day and night for the last 38 years.
Wow. But not only having fun playing a game, doing it on a mission to
Yes.
to push a message. And I'm pretty big on TikTok, Bob. And yeah, it is pretty sad that, I talk to some of the kids and I say, so did you go outside and play in the snow? Did you get outside and have some exercise? What did you do for excitement today? I played on my phone. I played on my tablet. I watched TV. It's like, this is the generation that's going to lead us in 20 to 30 years, Bob. We got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and if there's a way that we could go on TikTok and you'll see it's a very moving video when you go to Bob Outreach and see the video and see how we could get that to go absolutely viral all over TikTok, because the only guy in the whole world that single-handedly plays teams, and it got wrote, actually Ripley's, believe it or not, wrote a story on it in their book recently, because I've played more games than anyone in the history of the world. Michael Jordan and Shaquille played 2,700 games in their career combined, and I'm over 20,000 games, but it hasn't been
No,
because
we're
of
still.
volleyball. It's been because I want to help kids.
Wow. That is very impressive, and what a legacy to leave.
Yeah, and if there's a way we could, 'cause I have been so busy in gymnasiums that I haven't had a chance to even do much with social media. But if you would be able to post, however you do it on TikTok, I've heard a lot of them. And now that I'm meeting Trump, I know he's pushing for a good, things to happen with it. But I would love to get what I'm doing to all the young people in America. A boy came to me who's going to hang himself on his birthday. And he wrote me on his birthday and said, today I had my computer cord ready to go, but instead of ending it all, I asked the Lord to save me on my birthday instead. And I walked away crying, and I said, it was worth all 6 million for that one person. But I've got hundreds of emails like that from all over the country.
Well, Bob, that's powerful. That is truly powerful. It's the reality of it is what you're doing and how you're saying things is obviously making an impact on some of these younger generation, and we need to do more of that. It's going to be it's going to be a tough job. It's going to be a continuous job. But you're obviously on a very strong mission because you believe in what you're doing, and it's getting told to many, many different people. So, yeah, if I can help you out on that one, I would love to, help you out if I can.
And yes, Santa, I do too as well. I'd love to send you copies of the Acts of Kindness series books and coloring books. Yeah, anything that we can do to make an awareness and be the good news messengers. And Santa, Papa John, I just want to share with you too. I'm excited because, well, it's sunny out here and I went to the thrift stores. I talk about them because the money that we buy there goes to the EMT salaries here in San Carlos, Mexico. And today we were supposed to have a fundraiser for a water unit with Leon, and that's postponed because of a family emergency. That's okay, because we know the universe is out there, and what we're doing, we'll provide with it. And Santa, today I did shop and some things I wanted instead of buying on, well, we have to use people. And I'm an author on Amazon, but there was things that I wanted and to because we like to play backgammon, and I tried to have it shipped down here and couldn't get it, whatever. Guess what? It showed up, Santa. So what I'm getting at is like not only these like recycled toys after Christmas, is I went over and purchased that backgammon game and it was 1/10 of the cost. And now I can have great fun with my senior citizen friend neighbors. And I know, Santa, too, that money goes to the Castaway Kids, which is another thrift store, which supports their music department. And so I bought some more things and I feel so more happy, not guilty for shopping, but I got a very nice rug to lower my electric bill and to make it warmer in here, and a few other things. And that money that I bought recycled to support the Castaway Kids and their music department. So everybody can do that and be part of it. And that was exciting. So recycled toys, Santa, and recycled products and everything like that. I can't thank you enough too with shining the light with the Folk Manus puppets as well. And we are working on bringing them into animation movies. So today was a good shopping day. It went to the thrift store, the EMT salaries, as well as the Castaway Kids music department. So thank you for all these people that do this amazing work, volunteers on their Saturday or Sunday, and people getting out and walking and exercising if you can. And I want to thank Leslie, Leslie Graham, to our makeup artist, who's going to be bringing her books into Netflix. But I meant to say Emily, because she's incorporating some of the music into our show as a halftime break and gives us everybody opportunity to get up and stretch and do that where you can and if you are able. So good work this week again, and so nice to meet new people with new content on the show. Emily, thank you so much for bringing these amazing people in, and back to you.
Kurt, are you there? I know you had started saying something before, and then
Yeah, I'm here, Emily. What you got?
well, I mean, I think you had started saying something before, and then I think Marianne started saying something. So I don't know if you had anything else you wanted to say in regards to. Bob said thank you for bringing him on and that kind of thing.
How do we get a
Yeah,
hold
well,
of
I
you,
wanna
Bob?
meet-
How do we get a hold of Bob? How do we support Bob?
Okay. Well, Kurt was trying to say something. Kurt, what were you saying?
Well, no, we can cover that. Emily, why don't you
Okay.
cover contact, the websites and stuff, where social media is for Bob? Let's cover that.
Okay, so Bob had said something about boboutreach.com. His contact info on there.
Yes.
There's also beatbob.com.
Right. The
But Bob,
Beat
do you have
Bob
any other?
is the non-faith-based version, but the Bob Outreach, both of them have a support link at the top. And I'm looking for monthly contributors. And Kurt and I talked about a real, good way to organize that and get people to, I play usually anywhere from 11 to 25 points. So we're thinking if people gave $11 a month or more, and they can go to a link right there on boboutreach.com or beatbob.com and see a link, and it goes to what's called NCLL, but that is all going to my mission to reach kids through a Christian lawyer. That is all for my work, and he gives me 100% of what comes in. So I would be wanting to have more support because schools everywhere are crying out, and their budgets are tight. So I'd love to be able to say I have enough supporters that I can travel the country and not go behind every time I do. So that would be wonderful to have your support.
Well, I just want to share with you too, Bob. I know we just met, Marianne of Waikiki, and I was introduced to a program called donorschoose.org when I got back from sailing. And a special education teacher requested 50 books of my first book, Underwater Acts of Kindness, and she was funded in 2 weeks from Donors Choose. And Amazon shipped out the books, and I went out to speak in front of the special education classroom about ocean cleanup and ocean cleanup in Hawaii. And so I speak about highly of a Donors Choose all the time. And 2 years ago, Subaru Hawaii gave $25,000 to teachers requesting products or projects for their classroom, and people are there to fund them. And so we need to get that word out. So again, teachers, all classroom teachers with a teacher ID can go to donorschoose.org and request products for their classroom. And this is probably 2017, 2019. Good Morning America raised millions of dollars over a weekend for Donors Choose. So there are people that are with the good organizations, and I just want to share that with you too. Just like Santa Papa John. Santa Papa John is creating a list, not a naughtiness, not a naughty nice list, but a list for veterans of where you can find benefits. And if Santa's still on here, Santa, can you tell us about that again? How can everybody get these additional benefits? It's the World of Ability podcast today. Take it away.
Absolutely. That's my other website I got, and I will change my background to show Bob or anybody else that wants to see. Let's see. There we go. This one. I created a whole different website called the Warriors Beacon of Hope, and I'm on a mission to create a nationwide list of resources for services for our veterans. And now I've included another page to include meetings, because we all know how important meetings are. But I had a meeting with a lady the other day, and she said she had been looking for bursaries, scholarships, resources for bursaries for her son to go to college, and said, I can't find anything. And then her son went off to college, and someone said, oh, you didn't know about the list? And he passed on a list of all different kinds of bursaries. Well, guess what? She passed on to me. So my website, the Warriors Beacon of Hope, now has a listing for our veterans, whether they've got children or grandchildren that are going off to college or university. There is about 5 pages of lists of bursaries, grants, and scholarships for young adults getting ready to go to college and university. And if they have a military background, they can apply for these grants and services. So I thought that was a great addition to my website. So it just gives another reason for a veteran to go check out this website, the Warriors Beacon of Hope, where I'm compiling a list of services and meetings. So the list is growing. I'm excited about it to see where the first 100 are going to get on for free. And then I'm on a mission to have 1,000 people on that list by June.
Oh, that's great.
Awesome.
So what do you think of that, Leon? Look at us. All of us working together.
I
Leon,
think it's
what's
absolutely fantastic. And like I said, working together works, and look how powerful everything is happening, from all of us working together. It couldn't be better. What they say, just when you thought it was great, it got even greater.
Well, Leon, you got to realize that, there's no I in team. And if we all work together, we're going to reach a bigger audience and reach a bigger crowd of people that could possibly benefit and help our organizations.
That's exactly right. That's why I was just telling Mariana about this CNN thing that we're doing, to have this interview and the coffee farmers involved and the whole garbage patch with them cleaning the harbor and what she was doing, is totally, totally amazing.
Well, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Santa. Oh, and I just want to share with you too, Santa, that was our first book, Underwater Acts of Kindness, and you received the Folk Manas puppets. And I want to highlight Folk Manas too because they make amazing puppets and they're good educational tools. And I see them bringing into animation movies, and with their dexterity of doing actually sign language with these characters and puppets, it's just amazing. So tell us about you receiving the puppets, Santa. I know we're kind of shifting, but Leon got also to the Water Flow the Whale, and we want to get these characters out there to the world as well.
Yeah, I've got them right over here. Hang on.
Leon, tell us about Water Flow the Whale because she's coming out. She says, "Yes, I can. Here I am," and Emily was kind enough. Between our show, our between the hour of power show, we're going to have Lucy Lynch's music playing, and take a commercial break. So there you go, Leon. Look at that.
And this one's not a small one either. This one's pretty
Yep.
big, and it's, you know,
Yeah, well, Leon received Waterflow the Whale, and you received the Sea Turtle, the General of the New Earth Army. And thank you so much, Santa, for showcasing these amazing folk Manus puppets. That's the General of the New Earth Army, Leon, that we were talking about in our
there we
first
go.
book.
Pretty awesome. Except I gotta, use it with my left hand, and I'm right-handed, so pretty
Were
awesome.
you surprised, Santa? Because you give so many gifts throughout the world, and we gave a gift back to you.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Pretty
Mhm.
awesome. So they've been generating some interest, so that's good.
Well, and
That's
thank you
good.
again, the whole team, how we, were introduced to Happy Neighborhood projects during the pandemic, to other people. And everybody too, want to thank you for your support and commitment, and doing everything. And yeah, it works. And being here every Saturday to be on this meeting, and we got to meet new people. And Barbara, what's your thoughts with all these characters in Ocean Cleanup? You were a teacher, Barbara. Tell us about your life history as being a teacher and how this will benefit our new generation.
Yeah, I would love to share with classes those puppets because definitely it will keep young people's attention with the puppets for sure, and that the kids learning how to play with them. That's so much better than somebody just lecturing and putting things on a blackboard or a whiteboard, to have these beautiful puppets. And I can't wait till I get to see this animated, which I hope is going to be coming up pretty soon. Yes. The stories.
I'm excited as a creator standpoint. Being there, being present in some of these places. I also was a sign language interpreter,
Mhm.
and recognizing some of this stuff, and making awareness. And Barbara, we're on our fourth book, so I'm so excited to have a team, to make them really educational to the fact that we can present a proposal to Netflix and to bring them into animation movies. That's where my vision is to do that.
Mhm.
And so, yes, and by taking the major topics of ocean cleanup, anti-bullying, and climate change, and the series is pretty much done in my head and in my mind, and I got the relief off of my shoulders, so to speak. But yeah, these are happening, and to see how they take it, how they take the book, the message of peace, love, happiness, and thanks, and especially with Leanne McLaughlin taking our fourth book. So even though it was a decade of the series, we're going to shine with the fourth book for World Water Day. This is what's happening now. And this is how we got to get the presentation out there and everything. So, Leon, what's your thoughts? You were
Yeah, I
there.
think that's a great idea. And also for World Water Day, because I'll be talking to the marketing department at the United Nations, telling them about that. So I think that to tie that into World Water Day, like I was just saying, just when you thought it was great, it got even greater. So I think that's going to be unbelievable because they can take it all over the world, the United Nations. So that's going to be nice to say that, hey, for World Water Day, this is what we're doing. and they'll take their marketing team and put it all over the world.
Awesome. So I know we're kind of wrapping it up here, and Emily, if you could get the song "Love Is the Only Way" ready for us to play, because that's our another song, and we made animation videos. So the world needs to hear some of the soundtrack that we're talking about this book, Leon. We're doing it. We're making it happen, and we're pretty much ending the show and wrapping it up. And so that will give Emily some time there to get that together. But look at all the amazing content and talk about that we're doing. And just wanted to share that too. And we got the soundtrack and working on the Netflix proposal. And Santa Papa John, he's got his new vision and mission, which is amazing. Not only delivering toys and doing good work and who's naughty and nice, but we want to appreciate the veterans. So we have a new year at 2025, and we have new, I don't want to say holidays, but we have Valentine's Day that's coming up. Emily, we have the Invictus games that are coming up, and those are in February. We support the veterans that are going to be up there, and with these games, and we'll learn more about that in the next week. And veterans too, who are up there that want to be recognized as being Olympians, Santa Papa John. And what are your thoughts about these Olympians? Because they protected our world, they protected our freedom and everything, and now they want to shine the light of showing that they can compete in these amazing sports. Santa Papa John, what are your thoughts about the veterans doing that?
That's pretty awesome. And I know the Invictus games have been around for quite a while. And I know there's some of the royal family from Great Britain that really have encompassed, is maybe not the word, but really taken a shining to the Invictus games to show their support. And the reality of it is that they need our support just like they do in everyday life. But, to show that they are athletes challenged with whatever problems that they've had, they've been able to push the problems to the side and compete with other people from around the world with their disabilities, which is absolutely amazing. And hopefully this year they get a lot of serious light put on these games to show that they're incredible athletes. And they envision the word of they don't quit. And we need to emphasize that more, that these ladies and gentlemen of, these athletes, they never quit, no matter how bad it gets for them. They look upon life in a total different perspective now because of their disabilities, and that creates the energy and to move forward at all times.
You guys
Oh,
are
well
kind
done. Well done, Santa
of,
Papa John.
so to go around and really give 30 seconds, any last words. So Marianne.
Emily, I think we had a wonderful day today. If you should be kind to implement our ending song called Love is the Only Way. We've created a trailer video called Water Flow the Whale for our fourth book for Leon McLaughlin and Clean Water Foundation. And it's very uplifting. So love is the only way. So take it away, Emily, at the last
So
couple of
after,
minutes.
yes,
And
after
then,
everybody else goes to gives the last comments. So
and was,
Barbara.
thank you, Emily. And wasn't there a second song that you were going to share? The one that you played at the beginning.
Well, that you have to be here at the the hour of the power. So we're wrapping it up, and we are trying
Okay,
to
so
implement
Barbara,
the
do you have
love is the only
okay,
way at the end of the song.
okay, so any other last words, Barbara?
I look
Nah,
forward to talking to you again next week.
Okay, so I'm gonna Santa.
it's I'm getting really excited because people keep sharing with me different ideas on way to expand this Warriors page, which is absolutely incredible and awesome. But more importantly, it gives the veterans another reason to go to the website to show how much information that there is on there for them. And that's what we need. And we need a central hub in this country. And people are telling me, not my words, that I'm onto something good. So if I can help, then that's what we're doing.
Okay, Leon? Any last
Just want to
words?
say everything is going great. I'll keep you guys updated. Great relationship what we're doing with the coffee farmers, plus what we're going to be doing with Mariana and working with CNN on that garbage patch cleanup. So it couldn't get any greater.
Kurt, do you have any last comments?
Wow, what a couple hours packed in here. Wendy Huffman, let's make a difference. We got Bob Holmes added to our crew here now with the one-man volleyball team and saving the lives of youth. Bob introduced us to Jim out of Atlanta, Georgia, who's executive director of the World Chamber of Commerce, and Jim is also an Emmy award-winning broadcaster, and he's deep into the veterans community, folks. And we have a vision. We have a vision of going out to the ships around the country and have events with military and veterans telling stories and reaching out to the youth at the events. So veteran and youth events across our nation. And we're getting Richie Honori with People for a New America with youth empowerment and our veteran devotions. Mark your calendars, folks, for Saturday, March 29th. It's going to be our telethon, and we're going to have our own Jerry Lewis style announcer, Jay Stoyan with the Disability Channel. Make no mistake, folks, exciting things are right down the pike right here at the World of Ability. Thanks, Emily. Back to you.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today, for Marianne, Santa, Barbara, and the others that joined us today, Robert, Wendy, and everybody is tuned in. We are here every Saturday at 1 o'clock Central, so we'd love to have everybody join us. And please let us know if you're interested. You can call or text me at 608-886-9801. Love to have everybody check out the social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and like, share, comment, subscribe, and to check out all of our great work of the other people that we're working with, like Jay Stone of Disability Channel, Marcus Hart of Transform You, Lawrence Wingate of Wingate Studios, Earl Lyons of the Midwest Bands and Podcasts, Clayton the Pack Channel. Great work that you're doing, but till next week time, hope everybody has a safe and productive rest of your day and week. Hope and to stay happy. So play this song and we'll be done after that. Let me share a screen here.
Yes, so this is the
Okay.
Love is the only way. Love is the only
So this is the final song of our fourth book for Leon McLaughlin, Clean Water Foundation by Lucy Lynch, and Love is the Only Way, featuring Waterful the Whale.
Let it be alright. Take a breath. Let it be enough right now. Let this moment be what it is. Let this moment be your doorway to bliss. Seeking love, 'cause it's seeking you. Seeking light, 'cause light is you. Finding ways to let your heart beat. Finding the